Hello, welcome back to FanPark Live. I'm Terry Flewis from the Football Terrace. I'm joined by Adam from the Fifth Official, and Arsenal have been beaten again.
They have, Terry.
If you don't know already, we've got an Arsenal fan here in Adam. The last 20 minutes of that game, good start to the second half. Intensity. Mm-hmm. We're going to touch on more of this in detail, but the game petered out and went away. We, of course, want your calls. We'll give you the number first of all. It's 0203 606 0315. Give us a call and give us your views and opinion. The big question tonight is, should Arsene Wenger be sacked or resign tonight? That's the question that we are going to be posing to each and every caller that comes in. In the meantime, for a little bit of entertainment, please download the OneFootball app. All the information is in the description below. Downloading the app is free of charge for you, but it massively supports the show here at the Ultimate Football FanPark Live. I'd promote my channel then, sorry. And also, if you are a keen football player, if your children play football, your cousins, nieces, nephews, we can give you a 15% discount at the UK Soccer Shop. The information for that is in the description below as well, so make sure you check that out. But Adam, I'll come to you as an Arsenal fan straight away. I'll ask you the question, should Wenger go, should it happen tonight? I mean, this is the worst run of form and maybe the worst Arsenal team I have ever seen. Should that be it now? Should this board stand up and say, we can't even take it anymore? These results are disgustingly poor.
I don't see how you could defend or support Wenger anymore. I think the only case you could possibly make is the fact that you should allow him to see out the end of the season. Maybe there aren't any viable replacements. Everything that Wenger's done, his legacy means he should be able to see out the season. But for me, he's got to go, man. He has to go. There's nothing more he can do. You need to stop the rot and stop it before it gets any worse. And if this were any other club, he would have been gone ages ago.
And do you know what? Even if the man they want to replace him is not available until the summer for whatever reasons, an interim manager, promote, the guy looking after the under 23s, bring in an ex-legend of the club. Just say, look, we need you for 3 or 4 months. A bit like they did at Man United when Moyes got sacked and Giggsy came into the end of the season. Something along those lines where the fans, let's just paint a picture. If Sol Campbell or Thierry Henry or Adams, if any of those players came in now to manage, the fans would give them until the end of the season. It would be harmonious, regardless of the results, because they know they're only there to sort of plug that gap. But it has to. I mean, I watched that game today, and barring a 15-minute spell, this Arsenal team lacked a spine, lacked creativity. There was no motivation, no leadership on the pitch. Yeah. And Brighton again. After there was a bit of a stoppage when is it Scaloppo, when he got injured with the tackle, the challenge from Kolasinac. After that, I thought, right, they're going to come again now. Nothing from Arsenal. Nothing.
It's lifeless. It always is, Terry. It's always lifeless. This isn't anything new. As I said right at the halftime show, this is nothing that is surprising. It's not unique. It's not a new situation. Everything has been said before. Wenger has to leave. He has to go.
And on Arsenal's form right now, last 5-10 games what's that looking like now? Last 5. In case you don't know out there as a gooner or a neutral, how's that looking right now?
I think since the turn of the new year, so let's go the 31st of December. West Brom 1-1, then drew to Chelsea 2-2, decent result. Then we had that Bournemouth result, blue kits. Then Arsenal Crystal Palace, Arsenal won 4-1, lost to Swansea 3-1. That was a terrible performance. That's when the form really started to dip. Arsenal beat Everton 5-1. That's when we got Mickey and Oba. Everyone's like, we've done really well. This is the turnaround. Everyone was saying that thing about Sanchez as well, that we look better without him. Then we lost to Spurs. Then we lost to Man City. And now we lost to Brighton. And sprinkled in there, you've got the Ostersund defeat as well. So
it's awful. It really is. If we go here actually on this website as well, if we look at we're just getting this up and done now for you before we start taking your calls. This is the last 10 games in the Premier League. We get this up. Arsenal was sitting last 11 games, so from game week 19 until the one just played. Wow. Arsenal have played 11 games. Some teams have played 10 games. Arsenal would be sitting 12th in that. If that was a mini league table for the last 10 games, they'd be sitting 12th. 3 wins, 3 draws, 5 defeats, conceding 21 goals in that time. They'd be on 12 points. In contrast,
and do you know who's at the top? Who's at the top, Terry?
Spurs in the last 11 games. These 11 games, they're on 27 points. Liverpool second on 26. City on 23. United on 18. Swansea, Bournemouth, Brighton, Chelsea, Watford, Newcastle, and West Ham have all had better records in the Premier League than Arsenal in the last 10 games.
Wow!
And 10 games is quite a period. And if you look at the league table overall, top 4 dead. And we said earlier, and this is the last thing we're going to say before taking your calls, there's no such thing as a top 6 anymore. Nah. The top 6 is dead. There's a top 5, and then there's everybody else. Arsenal do not deserve to be in that top 6 in terms of prowess. They're getting beat week in, week out now by Bournemouth, by Brighton, by Swansea.
The confidence is gone.
It's
finished. And the thing is, there's still fans out there, I bet, that will say Wenger deserves more time. I bet you any money.
Call up and we'll debate it right now. 0203 606 0315. I reckon the call's going to come through like instant. There we go. Let's do it.
Hello, you're free to FanPark Live. What's your name? What's on your mind? How bad were Arsenal today?
Hi, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Can you turn your whatever you're watching the show on? Could you turn that down for us, please, brother?
Yeah, it's off.
Lovely. So
I'm calling from Edmonton, Canada.
What's happening, brother? How are you? You good? What's on your mind? Tell us your point of view.
I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say. It's been going on for the last 10 years.
Yeah. Should he be sacked now?
No leadership.
Should he be sacked tonight?
Tonight? Yeah, he should have been sacked 5 years ago, to be honest.
What's the logical reason? Why are they keeping him at the football club?
It's all about legacy, I guess. But to be honest, the team comes first. I believe it's Arsenal FC and not Arsenal FC.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree with the caller there. Thank you very much for your call. On that legacy thing, there is a tweet out there from DT after the game, quite explicit, basically saying, I don't care about his legacy.
Nah.
His legacy's finished. And we spoke to, how many times now? We spoke to young Arsenal fans that don't remember his legacy. They weren't even born when he was a good manager. I can't, other than the fact that he controls the club, that's the only logical explanation that anyone can give me as to why he is not resigned or he has not stepped down yet. And I've said it before, these young fans are being born into the footballing equivalent of North Korea. The man runs everything. Like, no one can get rid of him because the results ain't there. The trophies, okay, the trophies have been there, won 3 FA Cups. But the results ain't there. The money's falling away. The fans are angry. The football's become drab. You're getting beat by... So every season the top team gets beat by a small side. Man City this year been beat by Wigan. These things happen. But it's happening week in, week out with Arsenal. Ring us up and let us know why he's still there. Should he be sacked? And of course, what we'll say on a side note, Brighton were excellent today. Sorry, no disrespect to Brighton fans out there. They were. Excellent performance from your boys.
No, Arsenal were bad. I didn't think Brighton were that good.
Oh.
Cool. Lost him.
He's back. Guess who's back?
Hello, you're free to FanPark Live. How bad were Arsenal today?
Terrible.
Yeah? What's your name?
Lewis.
And I'm guessing you're an Arsenal fan, right?
No, Forest fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just wanted to raise the point on Xhaka, to be honest.
Oh, no.
Obviously, that goal before the when they got the goal disallowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That ball from Xhaka was absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Lost the ball.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bellerin gave it away. So yeah.
As an outsider, are you looking at Xhaka and thinking that he's one of Arsenal's worst players right now?
Not, what does he? I don't think he benefits the squad.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think you've got a midfielder that runs the midfield, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And you don't think he's good enough to conduct Arsenal's play or orchestrate the attacks or anything?
No. I think you probably need maybe a new centre mid. That's my opinion. Obviously you go to more games and stuff, but that's what I see.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your call. Really appreciate that. Some of the comments coming through here. A lot of people. Sean Keegan says Wenger out. TTX Productions says Brighton deserved it. Jake Fox says that Brighton were great today, to be honest. A few people saying Wenger in. Are we still asking, should he be sacked? No, we're not asking, should he be sacked. We're asking, should he be sacked tonight? I know the title says, should he be sacked? But should he be sacked tonight? And then on top of that, we're asking a secondary question. Why hasn't he gone already? I want to hear your... It doesn't get spoken about that often with Arsenal fans. Why is he still there? And that comes back to goes full circle to my other point. If he can't be sacked, if it's his decision, fans still pumping money into this football club that want him out are deranged themselves, because you're pumping money into the pockets of the man and the club that are making you feel as miserable about the club you love as they do. It's a never-ending... have you ever seen the Austin Powers film with the character Fat Bastard in it? He says he's fat because he eats, and he eats because he's sad, and he's sad because he eats. It's an ongoing cycle. One of you, and the fans have more power than anybody else here, has got to break the cycle. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting results like this
I can feel
against
another
Brighton.
rant coming.
Maybe it depends on what the callers phone up and say, I tell you. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name and who do you support? Hello?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Alright, cool.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Dad.
Well, I guess.
Thanks for doing that. Appreciate that. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name and who do you support?
My name's Aaron. I support Arsenal.
Hello, Aaron.
Hello, mate.
How you feeling?
Yeah, shit. I've been feeling shit for last God knows how many years.
Well, then tell us, why is it that Arsene Wenger hasn't gone already?
Look, he doesn't leave because it's his club. We have put the club in the hands of a mercenary here.
Ooh.
We don't understand this. Arsenal fans need to wake up to this.
Who's the
We
mercenary?
can't... Wenger.
Okay.
Wenger is a mercenary.
Right. And how do you think that Arsenal fans have put the club in his hands?
We've let him continue for so long with mediocre performances and mediocre results. It's just not on anymore.
So then, what is the next logical step? How do you address that problem?
He has to go tonight. What else is there for him? Ancelotti is available immediately. I would bring him in. He gets to feel with the players until the end of the season. Then he has an idea of what he needs.
Okay, you've had a little message tonight for Arsenal fans out there, and I appreciate that. Let's say he's not sacked tonight. I don't think it's going to happen. It should, but it won't.
Of course not. He's not
What can Arsenal fans do? What can Arsenal fans do?
I personally, I haven't been to an Arsenal game for the last 2 seasons because I refuse to go and spend. I have a season ticket.
I'm clapping you, sir. That man on the phone. That man. What's your name again? Sorry. Aaron, sorry, I'm really bad with names. Aaron, that is true support of Arsenal Football Club. You have to cut the snake's head off to end this reign of terror. From a footballing point of view, mate, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. The next step is to stop watching them, to an extent stop talking about them in many ways. You have to almost make them irrelevant.
Take Liverpool, for example. When their ticket prices went up, they had a walkout.
Yeah.
And that's when their board realised we can't do this. We should have a walkout, but the Arsenal fans are too gutless to do it.
Why is it you think that we're too gutless to do it?
Because they don't want to scare anyone. They don't want to step on anyone's toes. That's all it is. Man up.
Remember, this is
part of the stadium.
Yeah. This is the thing, all right. I'll get scare anyone. We use words like sort of dictatorship and stuff. This isn't like Arsenal don't have an army that they're going to stamp out there to start cracking heads. This isn't like people are going to get. This isn't like standing up against a government. You're not going to get thrown in prison. Like there's nothing to be.
That's the fear that they
I know.
have.
There's nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, you tried to tell that to Arsenal fans. They just don't have it anymore in them. Everyone goes on Arsenal fan TV, etc., has all this talk. Guess what? They're at the stadium the next day, and I bet they're buying pints. I bet they're buying the food.
Mate, Aaron, amazing call. That really was, young man. Thank you very, very much. Oh, I think you had something else to say. Sorry.
Terry, you obviously agree with me.
Stockholm syndrome. That's what this comes down to. Like, you end up falling in love with your captures in many ways and defending them. Arsenal fans, wake up. Until the end of I know you've paid your season tickets. That money's already in their bank. I'm telling you now, if you honestly And any Arsenal fan that goes, well, I'll just take their place if they don't go, stop them. You are all contributing to this. It's easy to do, but I agree with Aaron. There's some gutlessness out there from people. Do what he's done. Some people will say he's a turncoat, he's a go-off, he's not a true fan because he stopped going. He doesn't feel it's right to put money into the pockets of the board, the owners, and the manager, who are producing this abomination on the football pitch.
But what do you do? What do you do if you actually want to support your team and you believe that
is supporting them?
But the best way to support them is to go and see, even in spite of all the bad performances.
But that's not support.
But can't you go to the stadium and voice your discontent with what Wenger's doing?
So, okay, this is something you could do to start with. Maybe you haven't got to go to boycott straight away, but this would be a way. You turn up as normal. You make sure you don't spend any money. Local businesses outside you support because they're reliant on the club as well. But that's another way of getting people to, because local businesses will kick up a right stink to the council. These are things you can do. But stand there. Every Arsenal fan turns their back and doesn't make a singular noise for 90 minutes. That message would resonate around the world. That's to start with. If you get no response, then you do it and then you walk out. If that doesn't work, then you don't let anyone into the ground. If that doesn't work, then you completely don't renew. Like, you stage it, you step it. I'm not saying you go from nothing to boycotting everything overnight, but this is what you can do. And Aaron is absolutely right. Stop going and wasting your money on this. Because that's why you're angry. Because you're wasting. We don't earn loads. Like, most people that go to football are not millionaires. They're not wealthy people. They earn, some earn okay, some earn less. But you're wasting your money. And it ain't about just winning. Arsenal fans don't have a divine right to win. But it's about the gutless, spineless continuation of this nonsense. That's what it is. It isn't a bad result here and there or one bad year. This is 12 years.
I'd like to know if other fans are the same. Because obviously Aaron's talking about Arsenal fans saying that they're gutless, they don't have anything about them. Do you reckon if another club was in this situation, they would stage such a coup immediately? Because I wonder where it is. Why is it that it's taken this long? If it is this simple, if, as Aaron says and you're saying, you just stop going, why hasn't it happened? I
think with Arsenal, I think the size of Arsenal Football Club plays a part, and I always feel there's this sort of. I remember I've had games where I've been at the stadium watching Man United, or I've been at home watching Man United, and we're losing 2-0, we're in a bad run, and I'm like, I want to stop watching this. But I can't bring myself to, because I think, oh my God, but if I turn it off and we come back from 2-0 down to win 3-2? Yeah. What if I stop going this season and Arsene Wenger makes it click and I miss a winning Premier League season? Yeah. I think there's an element, again, if you're a Watford or an Aston Villa, the likelihood of that happening is very, very low. Yeah. So I think it's easy to turn your back. Okay. I think, and if you're an Arsenal fan, you give up your season ticket of 30 years, and then Arsenal suddenly turn into a great team again, maybe you're fearful you won't get your season ticket back. Right. But this is where supporters, clubs, and everybody can come together. I guarantee there'll be people inside the club that will agree. There's a way of working this out so that people are protected. But you've got to start talking about it. You've got to mobilise.
Got to start something, right?
A banner and an aeroplane and ranting is the beginning. But you've got to take it now to the next level. Unless Wenger goes, for me. No more calls, please. Javon.
Hello, you're through to FanPark Live. What's your name? Who do you support? And how bad were Arsenal today?
My name's Leon, for Arsenal. And Arsenal was just sure. I ain't got the words for it, really. They are rubbish.
Yeah.
Well, you can lie, because obviously we're live.
Yeah, we are. Apparently you can swear it.
We live. You can say whatever you want to say, mate.
Yeah? Alright, they're fucking shit.
Well,
end of story.
There you go.
Literally, the whole back line is dead. Xhaka is dead. Ozil right now is just nowhere near.
350,000 a week. He signed a new deal. Have you been happy with him since that new deal?
No, it's definitely not. I mean, when Aubameyang first turned up, I thought it was all changed, but obviously that hasn't. I've got to say though, just the main reason why I rang up today actually, I think over the last 10 games, especially since the new year.
Hold on. What?
Really miss Sanchez.
I can't really hear what you're saying, mate. I don't know if it's your microphone or your.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on.
That's better.
Yeah, we're really, really missing Sanchez. I think over the last since New Year's, it's proven that we've really missed Sanchez. Sanchez used to get on the ball and make things happen on that team, and we've got no one there making things happen. Jack Wilshere's obviously trying, but. Come on, let's be real.
You are right. No, you are absolutely. You don't lose your best player and then suddenly don't miss him. And you still had the problems at Arsenal, but what Alexis Sanchez did week in, week out for 3.5 years was drag Arsenal from the mire, score important goals, and he set the precedent when it came to pressing. He gave you energy, he gave you purpose on the football pitch. And the reaction from many Arsenal fans when you had a great victory after he left, and there was we look more balanced, we look better without him. He was holding us back, he was cancer in the dressing room. That for me was just bullshit, sour grapes. Sour grapes.
I don't like Sanchez because obviously he's a backstabber to Arsenal. He chose them over us, and I don't even like him. But I've got to say, he's a world-class player. He used to make things happen on that team, and since he's gone, we've totally died out. Jack Wilshere, obviously, he's trying his hardest, but let's be real now. He's not good enough for Arsenal. He's been there so long. Yeah, he's a good player, but he's not good enough for Arsenal FC.
Wow, mate, an amazing call. Thank you so much.
All right, mate.
Cheers. Thank you. You've heard it there, Gooners. Jack Wilshere. Did I hear that right? Jack Wilshere, not good enough for Arsenal, according to our previous caller.
Nah.
Are you not having that?
Nah.
Are you not having that?
No
what we're going to do, I'm going to get...
Nah.
I need... Jay, can you put up the phone, please? I'm going to put the phone up onto the screen now. We're going to see what's going on. I'm going to put some of the tweets up that have been out there. I'm going to put some tweets up here. Is it up, mate? Yeah, cool. Michael here. These are some of the tweets I favorited earlier. Question now is, how bad can it get before the end of the season? That's a great one. These all been liked on my Twitter account. If you fancy giving me a little bit of a follow there on Twitter, at TFT YouTube, you can do. That would be lovely. That's a big question. Neil there, quite blunt. I mean, I think Neil there speaks for a huge percentage of Arsenal fans. If you agree with Neil, go give Neil a little follow on Twitter as well. Give that little tweet a retweet as well. Get that out there. We've got the Don here. Don here says Wenger. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm not reading that out. You can read that for yourself. This is YouTube. It's absolutely fine. Arsenal till I die says, how can Wenger keep his job after this? But he will. Look at the anger from Arsenal fans there, but they're right. The sentiment is right, isn't it? You look at these tweets from people, they're absolutely right. DT here. This is DT's tweet from earlier.
I just want this nightmare to end. F his legacy, just get him out.
And I think more and more Arsenal fans are turning to that. And then here, DT, this isn't our DT. He says here, surely this has to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Well, that's kind of the question and the premise of this show. Is that it's enough now? And if it isn't, what will it take? What and what are you going to do? What are Arsenal fans going to do to improve things, to make things better? Because I think they have the ability to. We're going to go through FanPark Live after this call. Thank you all.
Hello, you're free to FanPark Live. What's your name? Where are you from? Who do you support?
My name's Aziz. I'm from Chelsea.
Oh, do you support Chelsea?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What do you think about Arsenal?
I just wanted to call just before the Chelsea game starts. Starts at 4. But I just watched the game, the Arsenal game now, and it's just horrible.
Really?
This thing going on with Arsenal is just horrible, mate.
Tell me why. As a Chelsea fan, that's quite a strange way to describe the situation. Why is it horrible?
No, because even though they're not like fierce rivals, Chelsea and Arsenal, but Arsenal are like a big team in my eyes. Like they're a historic team. Like I can't deny that. I can't say Arsenal are not like a big team. They are a big team. They're probably the third biggest team in England, after United and Liverpool. But,
yeah. No, mate, I totally agree. I think it's gone from being funny to being like the butt of a joke at Arsenal. To actually, fans of other big clubs are a little bit... I feel like, as a Man United fan, I look at it and think, I would hate to be in this position. I kind of know how it feels under the David Moyes era. Chelsea fans have been through similar problems in the past, but maybe not as prolonged. I think we feel your pain somewhat. We laugh at... I sit here and laugh when Arsenal concede. I'm not going to lie, I do. But I feel for them, mate. I do feel for them. What is it, mate? Why do you think Wenger's still in a job? What do you think is it that keeps him at the football club?
I don't know, mate. To be honest, maybe it's the past success. Maybe it's because they rely on him too much. Because I think he makes very big decisions, to be honest with you, at Arsenal. And he makes them money, so that's one thing as well. But I think he should go. I really think he should go. It's, as you just said, it's past a joke now. I used to laugh. Maybe last year it was a joke when they lost against Bayern, but now it's just gone to a whole nother level. It's rock bottom in my eyes.
No, mate, totally agree. Look, you go and enjoy that Chelsea City game, and I'll speak to you soon, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers. We're gonna get FanPark, not FanPark Live.
One Football.
Okay, we're gonna do the One Football app, and then we've got a video in from the Plug, not the Plug socket, but the Plug. He's gonna be on. He looks like Harry Potter. We're gonna get him on in a bit for you. First thing I'm going to say here in the One Football, Arsenal fans, come on, you're so angry at your club, but you've still voted. How can you vote Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang?
Jack here for UFF FanPark Live.
Over Jose.
Fans, don't embarrass yourself.
Over Lewis Dunk today. Lewis Dunk was amazing today. How can these guys... I mean, I can't even vote now. Voting time's run out. But my vote would have gone to Glenn Murray. Glenn Murray was a bad man today. He was amazing good. But let's go and look at some of these stats. I mean, look at that. I mean, Arsenal, look, in the end, 15 shots, 7 on target. But let me ask you this question now. We look at this, and this is why it's important to review stats and not just throw them out there. How many opportunities in that second half where you were like, oh, we're going to score, and it didn't quite... There's a great save or a last-ditch block? How often?
I can think of maybe one half clear-cut chance, and even then it wasn't really proper. We didn't test the goalkeeper.
Ozil had one shot, didn't he, that was saved? Ozil had one decent shot.
Yeah.
A couple of chances. That is all they had in that. We go to the rest of it, though. We look at tackles, similar. I mean, clearances. Brighton were amazing. 37 clearances they made from within their own half. Absolutely amazing. Interceptions, very similar as well. Amazing. When you look at it statistically, an amazing performance there. And if you want to review this in more detail, please download the One Football app. That would be amazing if you could do that for us. We are now going to go over to a video that's been sent in by the Plug. Enjoy it, and we'll see you back in a few short moments.
Jack here for UFF FanPark Live. I've got no words to say apart from how infuriated his performance has been. I think, do you know what? I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to swear. No point anymore. I'm going to say this. If Arsenal Football Club had a mind, and this is my personal belief on what should be happening, is Wenger should either resign or get sacked now, after today. It was originally, there was talk, it was originally to happen if we were knocked out Europa League. But if it was me, I'd do it now. I'd bring in someone like Thierry Henry. I'd give them the Europa League, and I'd give them the final 10 games of the season. If he showed a rise in positivity to the club and to the fan base and to the performances, and was able to progress us and even be able to, if in the long chance, win the Europa League, for example. But take that aside, if he was able to show positivity at Arsenal Football Club, then that's what would give him the permanent job. So I bring him on a trial sort of basis, obviously because he's not has any actual proper managerial experience. I give him the chance for 10 games because, quite frankly, he's going to do a better job than Wenger's doing now, because the players clearly don't want to play for him. They're clearly open and want to change. And that's what I bring in Thierry, and I would do that. Because today, we've been shocking at the back. I mean, the first goal, why was Cech, Mustafi and Koscielny, better around there, our two centre-backs and our keeper, all on the edge of 6-yard box, leaving the goal open? It's like leaving a door open and saying, come, please burgle my house. Like, literally. But yeah, so that's what I do. That's a change I make. In the summer, I'd also probably scrap the goalkeepers, the defenders, and make a massive change. I'm furious. I've got nothing to say that's positive. Apart from, we've got to get Wenger out now. We've got to bring in a manager, bring an interim like Thierry, and see if he can show a positive change between now and the end of the season. And if so, then give him the permanent deal. So I bring him in as like a trial basis for now. Anyways, cheers.
Thank you very much from the Plug there. Literally, all I kept on thinking throughout that video there was Expelliarmus.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I was thinking that is proper Harry Potter, you know. Them glasses, damn.
I like them though. I think they look alright.
Yeah.
Terry doesn't agree.
No, I'm an old man though, innit? I'm an old man. I didn't even know man's not hot wasn't real. Yeah, but there we go. This is very true. I played him 3T earlier though. Yeah. I Need You by 3T.
Yeah, I like it.
By 3T and Michael Jackson, because he'd not heard of 3T. But the song did come out when he was 2 years old, so that's 2 or 3 years old. So that's probably why. There we go. We're ready for more of your calls on 0203 606 0315. There we go.
Didn't even get to finish. Hello, you're through to FanPark Live. What's your name? Who'd you support? And how bad were Arsenal today?
It's Joe. I'm a Liverpool fan, actually.
Oh, wow.
Hello, mate. How are you diddling?
Well, I was just watching the game, and I mean, when Brighton scored, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. On my when it went in, I can't believe how bad actually Arsenal are playing at the moment. It's unreal. I mean, as a Liverpool fan, you get so much stick from everybody else, but I mean, I can't believe how bad Arsenal are actually defending at the moment.
Do you think it's a case of them structurally being bad individually, or is it just a lack of confidence?
I think it is a confidence thing, because, I mean, you look at our back line, and, I mean, you look at Mustafi and Koscielny. I mean, they're not terrible defenders. They are decent defenders. I just think... I think it's just a confidence thing. They just don't look like they know what they're doing at the back anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of times that they lost it in the last third with Robbie, and even in the last sort of 5 minutes, when you should be pushing for that equaliser, they're just losing it. Yeah. And I mean, even at the end, Brighton nearly got a third.
Yeah, this is very, very true. It is. I mean, it's been bad times at Arsenal for a while now, but the times are troubling, to say the least. They look devoid of ideas. They're good players. I mean, they have very good players in that team. Henrik Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang, Lacazette when he was fit. Granit Xhaka came to the Premier League with huge plaudits. Jack Wilshere is a top player. I rate Koscielny. I would have, up until this season, I would have put him down as one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. Bellerin would have been one of the best. A couple of years ago, I got slated because I didn't put Bellerin in as my right-back of the year. He's gone backwards. I mean, Petr Cech, I know he's getting older, but one of the best goalies the Premier League's ever had. There are very good players out there. And I'm guaranteeing you now, if Jurgen Klopp, I have some issues with Jurgen Klopp, but if Jurgen Klopp came in, Pep Guardiola, Ancelotti, Jose, if any of these guys came in now and took over this Arsenal squad, there would be instant improvements. I certainly believe that.
Yeah, there's no way Arsene Wenger would have survived with the results he has at any other club in the league. I mean, even with somebody down at the bottom, with those results in the last, like you were saying before, 10, 11 games, he would have been sacked straight away, which is unreal to say.
I completely agree with you. Who?
Sorry.
Hold on. Hey, sir, thank you very much for your call.
Who?
Make sure you call again.
Cheers, thanks, guys.
Right, we had to cut that one short. Oh, look, Groundhog, is that...
Cool. Some people are posting us on my Twitter account, are posting pictures of Groundhog Day. Again, I work with a lot of young people. There were some young people in the studio today. Our main man, Javon, or Javon. I say his name wrong so often, like on purpose. I forgot what his real name is. What's your real name? Javon. It is Javon.
He's so annoying.
I say it wrong. Annoying. I say it wrong on purpose so much that I was sitting thinking, I can't remember what it is. Yeah, he didn't know what Groundhog Day was. He'd never seen the film. So I am going to go and find the DVD. I'm going to buy him a copy. He can take it home and watch it.
Happy birthday.
There we go, straight up. I'm going to try and get hold. You're not putting my phone on the screen, are you? Good, because I'm going to call I'm going to try and get hold of Claude from Arsenal Fan TV. I've got his number. I'm calling Claude now. Wait for what? Okay, I'm going to try and call Claude.
Read it out.
I'm not going to... Who wants to hear from Uncle Claude?
It's time to go.
I pressed the wrong button. I'm so bad. It's because there's all these thousands of people watching me. It's like going...
No pressure. You're good.
The number you have dialed is...
No! Hang on, do it again. Oh, I know why. I'm pressing 9 before I dial out like I'm at work. That's habit. There we go. Right, we're going to go through to someone now. Yeah, because I'm pressing 9.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's the habit. I blame Barclays.
Hello,
Claude. It's Terry and Adam from FanPark Live. How you feeling, mate?
Oh, gutted, mate. Absolutely gutted. We gave 2 terrible goals away today. Goalkeeper, the defending was awful. We come back into it. Second half, we huffed and puffed, but in the end, we deserve what we got, mate. I just want the season to end. I'm really down at the moment. I can't even rant. I didn't even rant tonight. I just can't rant anymore. It's just like a slow death at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that completely. You know, we've sort of been sitting here and saying that he needs to go, in our opinion, he needs to go tonight. Even if the long-term replacement isn't ready until the summer, bring in a Sol Campbell or a Thierry Henry, a Tony, bring in a legend of the club just to get you over the line for the remainder of the season. Give the fans something to cheer about, because effectively the season's done. Oh, we lost him. He might be strangling Ty.
He's really
I don't know. He is.
I was expecting him to be angry. He's not even.
No, do you know what? I don't. He seems to have cut off there. Look, I think. Look, honestly, I can't speak for Arsenal fans because I'm not one of them. But there comes a time where the anger goes because you can't keep saying the same thing. You know, how many times has he shouted "time to go"?
Plenty.
Exactly, and nothing. That's why the next step has got to be something else, more powerful, more potent, stronger. That's my view and opinion. But we're ready for more of your calls. Before you do that, though, before we put one through, if you do play football, if your children, your cousins, nieces, nephews, godsons and daughters play football, we can give you a 15% discount on footballing goods from UK Soccer Shop. The information is in the description below, wherever you're watching this, whether it's on Arsenal Fan TV, The Ultimate Football Fan, The Fifth Official, Facebook, Twitter, or my channel, The Football Terrace. Go and check that out. And if you haven't done so, if you're going to watch him, go check this man's channel out. It's called The Fifth Official. That's like the number 5, The Fifth Official on YouTube. Amazing content on there for Arsenal fans. But we're ready to take your calls. We want to hear from more Gooners, and we'll keep you updated on what's going on in the Man City game as well. That's just kicked off. It's 0-0.
Hello, you're through to FanPark Live. What's your name? Who do you support?
Hello, mate. My name's Callum, and I support Spineless FC.
Oh, Callum, you called him yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. How you? Well, I don't think you were too pleased or too optimistic about what was going to happen, and did your predictions come true? Your dreams.
Yeah, I knew we were going to lose because we're fucking shit.
Wow, Callum. Wow.
Callum, you don't even strike me as somebody that curses and swears on a regular occurrence.
Yeah, I know. I have a bit of a northern accent. It's kind of how it works from where I'm from.
No, I get that. Look, I mean, I've asked a few Arsenal fans this question tonight, and I want to pose this to you. Why? What's the reason as to why you would keep Wenger at the club any longer?
Well, this is quite an easy answer. It's his relationship with Kroenke.
What's that relationship like?
It's a bit disgusting, I think.
What
I don't want to get too involved into that, but it's a bit of deja vu.
You think? What do you mean? I mean, are you saying like Laurel and Hardy, or are we talking Brokeback Mountain? I mean, what's the relationship here?
I think it's a bit more than it should be, if you know what I mean.
Come on, no, you think they're in a relationship?
Yes.
Like they're boyfriends?
Yeah, I think they're having an affair or some shit.
I have heard some crazy things on this. Blue Kits and Kroenke and Wenger are having a relationship. The show never ceases to amaze me.
If two men do that, that's their business. No issues. But I honestly, I mean, I asked you for a logical reason, and his reason was basically Wenger and Kroenke are in love. They're getting married.
They're doing it. They're doing it. Okay, Callum. Cool.
That's just my theory. It's a bit like the blue kit theory.
Yeah. I think.
Are you the guy with the blue kit theory?
No, it wasn't him.
No, it wasn't me. It was someone else, but it was quite funny.
It was a grown man who said that.
Wow. Cool.
Well, yeah. Callum, thank you very much.
Yeah, bro. Cool. Thank you very much.
All right, mate.
No worries.
Cool. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we will come back on it. We just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody tuning in globally, watching us right now, because FanPark Live is currently the biggest trending video, biggest trending live stream on the whole of YouTube. We are above Peppa Pig. We're above Peppa Pig. My little boy loves Peppa. Honestly, my little son won't be watching me because he'll be watching Peppa Pig probably. But we're above him. We're the biggest trending live video on YouTube, and that's all down to you lot watching. So a massive. I'm just going to say globally. I don't care if it's just the UK. It's globally. You're a global audience. But we're the biggest out there, and that's because of you. So a massive, massive thank you from myself and everybody here at the Ultimate Football Fan. It means the absolute world to us. But Kroenke and Wenger, in a relationship for you?
Terry, I don't think so.
No, me neither.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think that's what's going on here. Can you imagine if it's true, though? Can you imagine?
Callum's got
It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing.
Hello, you're free to FanPark Live. What's your name? Who do you support?
My name is Rudy, and I do support Arsenal, mate.
Okay.
Rudy!
Yes,
what's on your mind, brother?
I mean, I've got too much in my mind, my friend, but one thing that has been bothering me for the past few years is How come we've never ever asked questions about Steve Bold?
Well, Steve, I agree with you. Steve Bold, great defender.
Do you know what?
He has not instilled an ounce of defensive stability into this team at all. None. Niente. I agree with you 100%. Great point.
Yeah.
Who would you...
Because the man, I do believe the man was hired to help Arsenal tighten up the defense.
He was.
And so far, since the man is in charge, we getting some silly goal. We're letting some silly goal getting... Like, I can't even believe it. It looks like before we had a problem, Arsene Wenger was not happy with hiring someone that was specifically there for helping defenders.
Yeah.
And obviously he said yes to Steve Bold because he was an Arsenal legend.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, what I'm saying is ridiculous. I mean, I know a lot of people are against Wenger's, obviously, including myself here, because obviously he's the man that makes the final decisions.
That's right.
But I can still see Arsene Wenger making effort by picking up players that was unknown and make them good players.
Yeah.
And we're still playing that good football, which is attacking football, kind of. But when it comes to defending, it's getting terrible on the daily basis. I'm quite surprised no one never raised the questions.
So what do you think is the worst part about Arsenal's defence?
I mean, it's the whole defence.
The whole thing. You would change the whole thing.
The whole defence is a shamble. And for some reason, we had someone that was a better defender, and he's got that English bulldog mentality, which I do believe is going to come give a bit of stick to the player when they're not doing their duty properly.
Yeah.
But ironically, it's not the case. And the man, I've never seen the man on touching line trying to get the players go. Like we've seen it with Gary Neville with England, and we've seen it with Chelsea when Mourinho was in charge. We always got someone on the side that obviously can speak a proper English and tell the player off when they need to be told off.
Mate, do you know what? I think you are absolutely right with your sort of viewpoints on what Bold is bringing to this Arsenal backline. I think, but as ever, the buck stops with Wenger, and whether you buy a player or you bring someone through the academy, whether you bring in a coach, whatever's going on at the club, after 6 months, 12 months, 18, 2, 3, 4 years, the manager has that decision to say, right, I'm going to sell you or sack you or bring somebody else in. The fact that he sticks with what's not working is why I blame Wenger overly. And I think you're right, Bold, lots of things need to change at the football club because as a collective group, it's failing. As a club, it's failing. Arsenal are a gigantic, huge football club. And the standard that's being delivered by the entire football club itself, apart from the fans, is absolutely dreadful.
I do believe that, my friend, and I can obviously see that with the results that we keep having. But I just want people to start questioning Steve Bold's positions. The guy is unbelievable. He always sat on the bench, never moved, with the chewing gum in the mouth. That is just ridiculous.
Mate,
I don't know. And I want people like Robbie and people like Claude, DT and Troops to start picking up on things like that and start asking questions. What was this guy hired for? Was it not for tightening up the defense? Was it not to make our defense better? Jeez. And trying to put two together, since they took over that defending role, our defense is a shamble.
Rudy, just quickly, where are you from?
Obviously, you mean I'm from Derby, mate.
From Derby?
Yeah.
Jeez. And country-wise?
Oh, country-wise from Congo, DRC, mate.
Well, I like it. I like the way you speak. It sounds like you're singing. I love it.
Quality, brother. Thank you very, very much for your call.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you, brother. Take care.
All right, cheers.
Great. A passionate call there.
Yeah,
a great point of view. A little different, not just on Wenger. Again, we know Wenger is culpable. The buck stops with him. But you're right, there's so many things wrong with the football club right now. It's great to get a different viewpoint. Still 0-0 in the Man City-Chelsea game. That's sort of 10 minutes in of what I can see. Chelsea have been absolutely dominated thus far.
Well, it was always bound to happen, wasn't it, really?
Yeah. Then I thought City were going to score there. They didn't. Sane fluffed his lines a little bit. Let's do some of these live comments coming in here.
Bin Laden in.
Cool, we're looking here. Hope Claude is okay. is what Pete Blue says.
He's alright.
It could be cool. John here, John Bateman said Adam looks fed up.
John, you're right. I am fed up. I am. But I'm here for you, so you can air your views.
Craig here, Greg Brain Impact says, why do so many Gunners want Henry as manager? Good players rarely make good managers, especially arrogant ones that want to overshadow the players. You need experience to bring stability.
A couple of questions there.
Go on it.
Is Henry arrogant? Is he not getting experience with Belgium right now? And is Zidane not a good manager?
Well, I mean, you literally the arrogance thing. I think that Thierry was an arrogant player, but I think that was his persona,
exactly.
so that he could step up to the occasion. What I've seen and heard from him on TV when he interviews people, I've not heard an ounce. I hated him as a player because I didn't like when he scored and he standing like he was the king, mainly because he was doing it against my team a lot. But now that he's retired, I respect him a lot. Do great players make great managers? No, not always, but there has to be. I sometimes feel in the modern day game, you need some of these superstar players that have retired now to manage the egos. Yeah. When Thierry Henry walks into that Arsenal dressing room, the respect
commands it.
Boom, straight there. Straight there. He doesn't even have to work on that respect. And you know what? If it's just an interim basis till the end of the season, it's not going to matter anyway. As the caller said at half time, how is it going to be any worse than what's currently going on at Arsenal Football Club right now? Because
even saying that though, I don't actually want Henry as manager.
No, I get that. I don't want him as manager. He wouldn't be my first choice for Arsenal if I was going to pick. I would go with. I don't know. I've changed my mind a few times.
Go on, who are you going to say?
I was thinking the other day about Laurent Blanc. Okay. I like Laurent Blanc. I think he'd be a good manager. But I was also thinking about the young... I can't remember his name. His name's gone out of my head. But the young Hoffenheim manager.
Does it begin with an N?
That's. I was reading about him, and I should have remembered his name. Really, it's really. I like him. And then on top of that, Sean Dyche.
I knew. I was going to say anyhow. Hello, you're free to FanPark Live. What's your name? Who you support?
CJ. I support Arsenal, bro.
CJ, you sound fed up.
Oh, fam, I'm more than fed up now. Like, I'm just tired of this man still at this club, really. I don't know what's going on. You know, like the last couple callers from before said that they're having a relationship. I don't think they're having a relationship. I think that's Dan Kroenke has nudes of like Dr. Wenger and he's holding it against him.
And he's threatening him to leak them.
No, it'd be that way. Wenger's got some compromising pictures or something of him.
Yeah. Might even be the other way around. Allegedly.
We have to say that.
But yeah, so obviously you're not happy with the way Arsenal are playing. You're not happy with Wenger. Do you think Wenger should go tonight? And if so, who replaces him?
I'd love for Wenger to go tonight, but that's not going to happen. I don't know who could actually come. Who's even available? Everyone's saying Carlo Ancelotti probably come. That's probably the number one choice right now. Yeah. Personally, probably the Monaco manager or Diego Simeone for me. But probably Carlo Ancelotti is looking number one to take over. But it's not happening till the end of this. Like, who knows what's going on with the club? I mean, there's just no one's coming out saying what's happening at the end of this season. Arsene Wenger's asked every press conference. He's asked what's going to happen at the end, come the end of this season, and he says he doesn't know. Yeah. Like what kind of manager says that? Just give us like stability till the end of the season and say whether you're staying or whether you're going. Yeah. Not all of this. I don't know. Like what's wrong with this guy? Like all the time sitting down. Every other manager we play always like vibrant, talking. Him and Steve Bold just sitting there it's annoying. Yeah. I don't understand this.
Mate,
like it's
Totally get where you're coming from. Look, really do appreciate it. We've got to wrap the show up now, but thank you very, very much. Great passionate call as ever, mate. Thank you.
No worries.
Cheers. Listen, everyone that's tuned in, we're going to be back at half-time for the Man City-Chelsea game. So if you're watching on... Okay, definitely full-time. I've just been told maybe not half-time, definitely full-time for the Man City-Chelsea game. So wherever you're watching this right now, whatever platform you're on, please come back and watch that with us as well. Please. We'll be live on the Ultimate Football Fan channel on YouTube. We'll be live on my channel, The Football Terrace. We'll be live on the 5th Official. We'll be live on 100% Chelsea. You can come and check us out on there as well. It's been amazing as ever. Thank you all so very much for your calls. Remember, 15% discount for all of our viewers. The link is in the description below at the UK Soccer Shop. So if you want new boots, shin pads, goalkeeping gloves or kits, training, whatever you need for football, you can get it there with a 15% discount from us. And make sure you download the OneFootball app, okay? Without the OneFootball app, that, you know, they help power our show. It helps us massively, and every time you download it, it helps us, and it's free of charge for you. It doesn't cost you a penny, so it's a massive help. Adam, any final thoughts from yourself on Arsenal's performance today?
Wenger's got to go. Wenger out. Wenger out. Wenger out. That's it.
Wenger out. Until next time, which is in about an hour or so, we'll see you all again soon. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe. Be lucky. And God bless.